Dude, I'm a big espresso pot guy. The only thing is I haven't been here for a long time, so I'm out of beans. The only beans I have in there are definitely old, so it wouldn't pull a very good espresso. But I get this thing cranking. Put some, we got this classic portafilter, and then I like to rock the this bad boy every now and then. The bottomless one seems a little more pro of a move sometimes, so I use that. But we're big on it. I will say I don't get any good beans for pot coffee. We're just drinking Folgers, dude. I don't care if there's bugs and sticks in it. People say that there is. They're like, oh, it's sticks ground up in there. Can't be that bad.
What do you think these last 25 days are going to be like?
Well, you said 24 earlier, but yeah, 20, dude, it's like, this is where it's getting real. It's, we always talk about it, and this is my classic, well, now I have to be about it type of thing, and I'm very excited to just start now, which is good. I'm not scared. I'm not really that nervous. I just want to start, which I think is a good place to be. So yeah, I'm excited for the days to click off and get out in Arizona on whatever day I get out there. I think is Saturday, the Saturday before the race, or Friday before the race. So I'm stoked. Now this is the gear room, so we keep a lot of shoes out here, charge some stuff there. But this is the spare room, but it's it's become my room. Typically, I keep all my laundry in here, but that's the stage we play with our cat on. She loves it in there. But as of right now, this is kind of the setup. As far as shoes I wear, some shoes I don't wear, most of these I wear. I need more shoe racks too, but it's, kind of disgusting. But also got this bad boy, the Lake City Vert, courtesy Joe McConaughey, course record holder, champion. And then I kind of keep all my just extra stuff in here, so all my bottles and things. I just got this the other day, so this is a big upgrade. I was keeping everything in a tote. Some solids and things, and then all my lights and chargers. I'll keep a lot of gear in there. Vests and things. Some of my vests are not here because they're getting printed, but stuff like that. All my extra gels. Bought a box of these bad boys. Gonna get some more of those for Cocodona, so that'll be good. These are the Precision 90 gram big boys, the pouch as we call it. You can never have too many pouches. Sydney keeps some of her clothes in here, of course. But yeah, this is more just nutrition stuff and extra shoes. I had way too many shoe boxes at one point. It was like filled up to the ceiling and we had to burn them. But yeah, this is the shoes I'm probably taking out the Cocodona too. I think I have that almost now dialed in. Regular Trabuco, dirty Trabuco Max. Sydney didn't donate these. I found these. These were in her car underneath the seat, so that's a plus. And then of course these puppies, which I put. That's the only shoe I brought to Washington, and it's sick. But
so you just got back from Seattle. What was going on out there?
So yeah, I was out in Seattle from April 2nd to the 8th, watching my brother's house and dog, but it also, he was at an international wedding, him and his girlfriend, so their house and dog needed washed, but also it ended up being like my last big week, I guess, as far as like mileage and kind of time would be concerned, like for Cocodona. So that timed out perfectly because I got to run all the trails out, not all the trails, but a good bit of trails out there, just in Seattle in general. And then I also got to run, luckily enough, I got to run with like Joe McConaughey a lot. He lived 2 miles from where my brother lives, so he was gracious enough to let me ask him a bunch of stupid questions and run with me, and which was really good to have like real-time answers on Cocodona questions. But yeah, that's where I'd been, kind of got some good time out there on the legs, ran with like the cowgill squad a couple times, but I think I ended up getting like, I don't know what like 140 some or maybe 50 some miles total in a week, which is good. Got really good weather out there too. It wasn't super rainy, which is, I guess, rare for out there. It was actually pretty sunny and beautiful. But yeah, that was the last big kind of training week out there. I could show you my raised beds. We'd have to go outside to see those, but which we could go out there real quick if you want. You don't have any shoes on, but I think if you keep it clean, it's fine. Yeah, got the grill set up, dude. Courtesy my dad. Freaking love that guy. Can you close that so our cat doesn't go out? She's crazy. But really, the main joy of the backyard is these puppies right here. Sydney's sprouting a bunch of tomato plants on the front porch. And we'll just have these things ripping full of tomatoes and peppers. Hopefully soon. So I'm excited for that. That's pretty much our garden setup, which is pretty cool.
So what kind of input did McConaughey give you on Cocodona?
Dude, he had a lot of, I was telling Jack about it. It's like, it was good to just be able to talk to someone who's done it, won it, and ran like a time that I would like to run, maybe faster. And so it's like getting the real time like information back. Like we're out in the woods running, and I'm like, dude, mile 100, like, are we hiking this or are we running this, like, to win? And he's like, he'd give you a good answer. And I was like, you know, that's kind of invaluable type of stuff where like, you normally don't, it's hard to explain, like, well, if you're running up this % grade hill, like, do you hike that or walk that? Like, what does that get you? And it's like, well, if you feel good, maybe you kind of jog up it, and then if it changes to something like this and you're like on it, like you maybe hike on it. And so that was kind of cool. But other than that, I guess just the classic, like, get the mind right. So yeah, after finishing up last week, we're only 4 weeks out from Cocodona, but still, I want to do a little bit more, I guess, specific stuff this week. Specifically tomorrow, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, this weekend. Not necessarily like the physical, like I don't think I need any more big days like on my legs or anything like that. But just time, not sleeping, I guess, like sleep deprivation type things. I ran Rabbit Raccoon, like a closer 100 on the east here in Pennsylvania a couple weeks ago. Planned on maybe taking longer to run that just to see what it was like, kind of to take 30 hours and, you know, not sleep a whole lot. Didn't really end up doing that. So now I think this weekend is kind of just going to be a mental check, not necessarily a physical one. So hopefully the plan is sleep around 3 hours a day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so 9 hours total, and then do like a 4 hour run, 6 hour run, and then like a 7 or 8 hour run. On Sunday, the 7 or 8 hour run, it might be broken up because really it's not the time on legs, I guess. It's more just the, what am I going to do? What's my brain going to do when it's that tired and like out doing stuff? So that's kind of the last thing to check off the list, and hopefully it doesn't get, hopefully I don't get too cracked out. Hopefully I feel fine. That'll be more sleep than I get, I guess, at Cocodona, hopefully, if all things go to plan, but be interesting. And she pulls them down. We had like 5 more, which at first we were like, oh, she picked the color for us, but then I think she just likes eating them. So I don't know where the other ones are. There was more. It's just within her reach.